Well, hello there. I'm Exiled Chimera, and welcome to The Colossus Is Coming. This is a horror experience. I say that because it seems to be a more atmospheric sort of game. It's relatively short from what I can understand. We're out in the woods, and we're alone, and yet you start to feel a presence, and that you're not alone. So it sounds creepy and should be interesting. I don't know what to expect, but what's new? But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. What do we have here? The Colossus Is Coming. Interactive expansion to the Orc Echoes album. That sounds freaking cool. Okay, so what we got going on here? In the woods. That's lovely. Great. The lighting is interesting. Alright, what we got? Cassette player. Creepy grandfather clock, because, you know, we need to have grandfather clocks in the woods? I guess? I don't quite understand that, but that's cool. I get whatever. Okay. I thought there was another person. About freaked. Oh no, 'tis only a statue. It's fine. Everything is fine. How you doing, ma'am? Yeah, you doing alright? What you looking at? Pointing at anything in particular? Anything interesting? Nope, that's just a tree. That's just a tree. Okay, that's fine. I'll leave you be to your tree. Was this your fella? He looks a little rough. A little rough. Okay. Got a gramophone. Oh, that's pleasant. That's very pleasant. Doesn't sound horrifying out here in the middle of the freaking woods by myself. It's fine. Don't turn to stack, please. That only makes it worse. I would greatly appreciate you to not. Oh, cassette? Okay. Are you done yet? Are you done trying to freak me out? That'd be great. I'd very much appreciate that. Alright, you keep doing your thing. Alright, inserting cassette tape, you know.
It's coming.
What's coming?
The
Colossus? Alright, I guess I'll play more of your tapes. You did. I mean, you didn't ask, but since you asked so kindly. Another tape. Great. Oh, no, why are you there? Why are you there? Is this necessary? Ma'am? Ma'am. Why did you move? How did you move? Who moved you? You have some explaining to do. Because last time I checked, you don't even have feet at this point. So what you doing? Regardless, but listen here. Alright? Listen here. You can't do that anymore. You're gonna freak me out. And if I get freaked out, I can't make any promises that I won't swing, okay? So please do me a favor and just don't move anymore. Sound good? Deal. Cool. I'm glad we were able to work things out. Alright, playing another cassette. Inserting the cassette tape again. Yes, I said inserting because that's what it says. I'm not throwing shade to
yeah, I was going for a walk.
give it over. Give it.
It was nice out. It was a little bit cold, but not too bad.
Nice.
But on the walk, I came across
A nice crisp walk.
maybe 20 feet away from me.
That's not creepy.
He was really skinny, slender, just super.
Is this Slender Man?
He was wearing all
Please say
black.
no.
His eyes were kind of
I
sunken
prefer
in,
that
and he
it
seemed
wasn't.
like he was hurt. Not like a physical hurt, but tormented.
It'd probably be better that he was physically hurt, because then he might be limping.
I yelled out to see if I can get his name, see if he was feeling okay, but there was no response. He didn't say anything. He didn't actually really acknowledge I was there. He just kept staring at the ground.
That's nice.
Somebody stood there about 20 feet between us. Seemed like a while. Not actually quite sure. I don't remember much.
Okay, so you just stood apart.
Then the weird thing happened. He just started walking.
That sounds
me.
pleasant.
There's no provocation. He just started walking quite slowly. That, especially for a man of his stature. He didn't look up to see me. He didn't.
That doesn't sound very friendly.
Walking. I got this strange sense of unease.
I can't imagine why.
And I'm not sure why. But I just turned around and started.
Because a weird dude started walking towards
I
you.
had to get as far away from whatever this person was as I could. So I started running, and I felt like I was running fast. So I turned around to look at the figure, expecting to see something chasing me. But what I saw was just him walking.
That's lovely.
He didn't match my pace. He wasn't running after me. He just looked at the ground and kept.
Sounds like something that could kill you whenever he
So I
wants.
looked away. And I kept running.
Why did it get so loud all of a sudden? I do not like that. What's this? Painting kind of looks like crashing waves or something. And then it also kind of looks like a painting within a painting. Like it starts looking down to like the end of like a lit hallway, or the end is lit, or a lit doorway. I have no idea what that is. I can't interact with it. A wheelchair, eh? Out here? No, nowhere? This spot does not seem very ADA compliant. Just saying. Might have to talk to a manager. But it's fine, I guess. Have a radio. Neat, I guess. Some cigs. Really, need to get my smoking on out here in the woods. Ah, yes. Cassette. Okay. Play this. Oh, what else do you have to add now?
I don't exactly remember how long I'd run for, but it had to have been at least a half
That
hour.
sounds like a terrible time.
I was really
Cardio
tired.
sucks.
I had to stop, and I came upon an old man, and he was sitting on
That
a
one?
bench. He looked really peaceful and content. I asked him if I could join him, sitting down, and he said yeah. So I sat next to the old man, and he asked me why I was running, and I told him. And he said that was a really silly reason to be running.
Is it,
didn't
though?
really say anything back. I just kind of looked on.
I feel like it's not crazy to run away from a creepy dude.
He turned and told me not to be scared. And I told him I'd do my best. We sat there for a while without talking.
Good for him.
Eventually he says, "Hey kid." And I say, "Yeah." He says, "Do you see that over there?" And he raises his arm and points out a finger at nothing. And I say, "No, I don't." He relaxes and says, "Oh, never mind then." I just put my head down confused. I sat there and thought for a minute or two. But then I realized, I never actually got the guy's name. So I looked up
And he's
started
gone.
to ask, but, I mean, like, just like that, the man was
That's
gone.
confusing.
I didn't
And
know what to do at
also,
that point. So I just got up and started running.
as you should, if a person randomly randomly disappears, that's usually not a great sign. I have a hunch. Ah, yes. Another. Okay, another cassette. Anything else creepy? Just want to show up? How you doing? How you doing, hon? Can't see your face. There we go. You doing alright? Good. Let's hear it. Do you do anything, clock? You could take that as a no. Alright. Inserting the cassette tape.
At a point, it felt like I was running.
Well, when you're getting chased by the Slender Man, I can't blame you.
My stomach burned, my chest.
That's just how running feels.
With every single step, I was packing down the dirt, throwing clouds behind me.
Good.
I just couldn't stop. The momentum was too much. But no matter how fast I ran, it was always just walking. Anytime I turned my head, anytime I closed my eyes, he somehow
just from walking?
No matter what kind of lead I had or thought I had, whenever I looked back, he was right there.
Oh.
So I just stopped looking, and I kept running.
Well, I mean,
I had to keep moving. One foot.
If he's super tall, then it stands to reason that, yes, it would catch up eventually if its legs are just super freaking long. Okay, bench. Things. Cassette. Oh, no. I heard glass break. The light went out. Things never go well when the lights go out. I love that for me. Fine. Nobody sneak up on me, okay? Okay. Great. Also, you have a skull now. That's very pleasant. I love that. Wonderful.
I was more tired than you could ever imagine.
I can't imagine why. Almost like he kept sprinting away from Slender Man.
I bent over, rested my hands on my knees.
Where's the Colossus?
I was starting to feel a bit cold out. I pushed off from my knees and stared straight up. Then I turned around. The figure was still there, about 20 feet from me. He was still walking really slowly towards me, but I couldn't really bring myself to run anymore. I just stared at him as he walked up to me. But about 3 feet away from me, he just stopped. We made eye contact for a moment or two. His face was a lot softer than I remember. After that,
that's a weird realization to come to.
Squatted down. He sat on the ground, his long legs crisscrossed. I'd followed him. We just sat there, looking at each other. And then he looked at me, and he said, "You know you don't have to run from me, right?" His voice was a lot lighter than I expected. And I said, "Yeah." He asked me if I was scared, and I said, "Yeah." And then he asked me why. I thought for a moment. I just told him I didn't know. He told me that was okay, but that I really didn't have to be worried. And I said I know.
This is such a weird change.
He was really nice to talk to. We sat there for another moment or two, silent. Then the figure stood up.
Like you run from this dude, and then all of a sudden you're having a conversation with him.
He told me he'd be back to see me again someday, and I asked him when. He stopped, thought for a second, before turning back and simply responding with, "Someday." I said,
That's
okay.
great.
Then he turned to leave, but before he could, I stopped him. "Excuse me, sir," I asked. "I never did quite catch your name." He turned back to me, and then he told me.
What was it? What was his name?
I watched his tall frame disappear into the distance until I was there all alone. I stood for a moment to take in the cold air. Then I figured I didn't really have much to
probably
be
not.
there for anymore. So I turned around and I walked home.
Dude, I have goosebumps. I don't know. I have a feeling now that we've listened to all the tapes, he's gonna come. We're gonna have to meet him. Because, I want to see a Slender Man looking giant dude. The wind's picking up. Why? And the music is picking up. Nice. Great. But why? Where? What's happening? No, 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 no. You don't get to get on this. You're making my goosebumps worse. Where? Why? Where? Friend or foe? Friend or foe? Falling tree? That direction? I think. Hello? Anybody out there? Can I help you? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't push me. Don't push me. The Colossus is coming. Please don't. You were distracted by 2 or 3 grams from... Oh, I didn't interact with one of them. You're forced to accept the Colossus. What does that mean? That just mean that we become friends? Or what? I don't know what that means. Great. Okay, so I only got 2 or 3 gramophones, which means I should probably do that again, because I don't know if that unlocks a new, like a different ending or something. I would imagine that changes something. But, okay, let's read this message real quick, because I am curious. Hello, I just wanted to put this quick message to thank you for taking the time to engage with the short experience I've made. An experience it is. It's eerie. I do really appreciate you being here to support my artistic efforts as I continue to evolve both as a game developer and as a musician. I really don't think I would be here making things I am with you, probably without you all being here. I understand what you mean, though, so it's not that big a deal. If you weren't aware, I am both the creator of Fire Games as well as the musical artist behind Auric Echoes. That is really neat. Look at you expanding and being multi-talented. This actually isn't a standalone game, rather an interactive extension to my latest album entitled The Colossus Is Coming. That is a really cool concept. Like, it's really neat when artists have like a series of music videos that give a visual to the narrative of a musical album. But this is a different medium, and I think that's really neat. Having some sort of interactive environment in which to, well, interact and set some setting and atmosphere to your project. It's really neat. So that's a really cool idea. It's an art rock, experimental rock album I've been writing and recording over the past couple of years, and it's a project that truly means the world to me. It has a lot of influences, ranging from electronic music to contemporary jazz and to noise rock. That's a wide variety, but that sounds really neat. I would greatly appreciate you giving the album a listen, and I gladly will. If you're fans of musical artists like Radiohead or Bjork, I think you'll really enjoy it. Count me in. It's available on every major streaming service. I would also like to ask to possibly donate to me in my studio. This way I can continue to make art that I love while going through college and onward. Any of my money or any of my music streams more helpful than you could ever imagine. With all that said, thank you again for being here and making my life just a bit better for it. You're all amazing. Connor Rush. No, thank you, and you are amazing because you were truly expanding your sort of artistic and creative outlets, which is super, super neat. And I mean, it's such a cool learning experience, I'm sure. So good on you for expanding your horizons a bit. Okay, so we need to play through again and get all the gramophones. Gramophone. Let that play up. Oh, okay. Oh, getting all the gramophones definitely made a difference. I found a gun. I have a gun. I have gun. I have gun. Does this change? Do I can I shoot this time? I have gun. That's right, make the wind blow. That's fine. I have weapon now. Can't hurt me. I have different ending. That's right, I changed the ending. Now I have a way to fight back, even though it sounds like you're freaking ginormous. Although, that dude's story is still rather confusing. The idea that he was chased by this giant dude, and then was, like, freaked out, and then ran, but then, finally, the dude caught up, and they had a conversation, but apparently this thing is large enough to make trees fall. Bum, 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 bum. Big enough to make trees fall. Colossus, you were distracted by 3 or 3 gramophones. Okay. You chose to fight the Colossus. Yeah, because I'm freaking jacked and awesome. I have gun now, of course. Oh, what is this? Is that a crown? Are those mannequins? Me no like you already. This can't bode well. Yeah, I don't want to get. Oh, hi there, bud. I don't know how to help you. Have gun, gramophone, arm. Can I give you a hand? Ha ha ha. Okay, but can I? What's that noise? I can't pick the gun up. Can't interact with gramophone. You? Huh? You? Alright, I guess we're playing the freaking piano. I swear, if you mannequins move, I'm gonna be upset. Don't you do it. You're gonna mess this all up. Gonna make things weird. Don't you dare do. You did it. You did it. You moved. You moved. No. That is not allowed. Okay? That is not allowed. This is more pleasant than having mannequins looking at you. Thank you for playing. No, thank you for giving me something to play. This is really neat. Alright. So that is the end of The Colossus Is Coming. I really like that. It's a really interesting concept. Like, as a standalone game, yeah, sure, some people might be like, oh yeah, maybe it has some shortcomings, blah blah blah. But like, it creates an interesting atmosphere. It definitely makes you uneasy. I had goosebumps the whole time. Like, and when the music starts ramping up, it just makes it that much worse. So like, it's well done. Like, it's short, but it's sweet and to the point. Like, and this is an extension. This is a complimentary piece to a musical album, which is a really, really cool concept. I really like that. I would definitely be interested to see more of this from this fine fellow, but also I would like to see this from other people as well, because I know that having like a theme and a narrative to go along with like that follows throughout an album is pretty typical and common, obviously. But this is a really cool pairing. It was unsettling, and I really enjoyed it. So, thank you for joining me, and until next time, goodbye.